am Dr. Deepa Shetty here and welcome to Mind Gym Day 10. From day 1 to day 9, we understood our actions are coming from our feelings and our thoughts, and behind the thoughts are our belief system. Today, we are going to challenge those belief systems. We are going to consider another perspective. Why so? Because our brain is excellent in making story. But the challenge is it often consider the first explanation or the story that it created to be the truth or the reality. So today's our job is to challenge those truths and to really see is there any other possibility than the one which we first considered to be true. So let's take the same example. A friend does not reply to you. You feel he's ignoring you. That's the one story. Boss gets upset with you. You feel you have messed up. A partner does not respond to you. You feel he does not love me. This is one first explanation and the one explanation which your brain gives to you. What if there are other explanations too? What if the friend is overwhelmed? What if the boss is dealing with many other pressures in his life? What if your partner is actually distracted and emotionally down? These are also explanation of the same situation. Why do we require these explanations? Because this allows us to see the same situation from different angle. And hence, we remain open to other possibilities too. So, it's very important that when anything triggers you, not only one thing or one story you should believe, you should create other few more stories too. You should be curious enough to really see what are the other ways, what are the other explanations to the same thing. And then you will see how your brain lights up with so many other things too. Often emotional reactions happen they are so intense because we believe our first interpretation to be the truth, and usually that interpretation comes from your belief system. Hence, it's important that you challenge those belief systems. It's like this: you read a book and you read the first page, and then you know, or you feel, or you assume that you know the whole story. It is exactly like that. You may be only seeing one version of the same situation, or one version of a person, or one version of something which is happening in front of you. But you believe you know the whole story. You assume you know the whole story. We treat people like this. We see one behavior and we assume we know the person. We label that person with that one behavior and we think we're genius, we know everything. And probably you may be knowing. We are not denying that there can be a possibility, and we are not forcing any positive thinking out here. What we are trying to create is emotional flexibility. We are trying to see the same situation from different angle. And in that way, you reduce a lot of assumption. So today's practice is, if you feel emotionally triggered by anything, ask yourself, what is my interpretation about this thing? And then ask yourself again, what can be 3 other explanations for the same situation? Not because those other 3 explanations are truth, but you are trying to remind yourself that the first explanation of the story, that is what your brain created, is not the only one. And that way, you will reduce any kind of reaction which will come from a fear. It will come from a wisdom that has come through the clarity. Remember that curiosity is something which will make your mind more clear. Clarity comes from your curiosity about the thing. Clarity does not come from certainty. Your wisdom will allow you to respond only when you remain open and you allow your curious self to explore many other possibilities and explanation of the same situation. And hence, by doing so, you are not denying the reality or you are not ignoring the red flag, but you are allowing a space wherein your first interpretation or the story of the situation does not become the fact, but you allow yourself to remain clear and not get confused before you decide on something. Hope this video has added some value to you. This is Mind Gym. Train daily, build slowly, and remember your first interpretation may not be the fact. Thank you.